So I've been using Apple Studio Display for the past couple years now. And spoiler, I freaking love it. Let's start with design. This display is absolutely gorgeous. The aluminum and glass construction screams premium. And since I'm looking at this thing all day, aesthetics matter. But you know how Apple rolls. There's always a couple interesting design choices. First up, that power cable situation. It's non-removable. Kind of weird, but hey, it's not like we're taking this display on vacation, right? And then there's the stand. In a classic Apple upsell move, there's multiple options available. Instead of including the tilt and height adjustable version as standard, it's $400 extra. It is a fantastic stand though, with very smooth adjustments. You can actually move the display up and down with just a finger. Much better than the clunky mechanisms you find on other monitors. Now I actually adjust the position much more than I thought I would, especially when switching between sitting and standing. Yes, it's a ridiculously expensive option, but I knew I'd regret it if I didn't get it. Moving on, let's talk about connectivity. You get one Thunderbolt port for connecting your Mac and 3 USB-C ports, so it's a pretty capable hub, but somewhat limited. I use it to connect my SSD RAID and backup drives. Now, if you're a Windows user, it's hit or miss with Thunderbolt. Some things might work, others might not. But then again, you're probably not looking at this display anyway. Now for the star of the show, that display. The 5K resolution is stunning, making everything look incredibly sharp. You really notice the difference compared to a 4K monitor, especially since macOS is quite picky with scaling. Color accuracy is exactly what you'd expect from Apple, top notch. And with 600 nits of brightness, the Studio Display can go quite bright too. Plenty for in my office here, even with windows on both sides. There's also an ambient sensor for automatic brightness and true tones on there as well. Now, if you're in a very bright environment, you could consider the nano texture option to reduce reflections, but it makes everything look less sharp and colors a bit duller. And since I'm into graphic work, I stuck with the regular glass. Way better for what I do. But let's keep it real. There are a couple of trade-offs. The refresh rate only goes up to 60 Hz. And if you're hoping for those deep OLED blacks, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is a regular IPS panel. Definitely noticeable drawbacks if you're used to that gorgeous mini LED panel with 120 Hz ProMotion on the MacBook Pros. It's not the end of the world though, at least for me, since this is my work monitor. Now what truly sets this display apart is what I call integration. The Studio Display comes with a couple built-in features that make it incredibly versatile. First, it has a webcam and microphones built in, so you don't need to connect those separately if you have a Mac Mini or Studio, or if you like to use your MacBook in clamshell mode. Now the quality is nothing fancy, but it's perfectly fine for work meetings or FaceTiming with family and friends. Second, the Studio Display's speakers. Now sure, many displays come with speakers these days, but they usually suck. The ones in the Studio Display, however, are fantastic. The sound is crisp and clear, with a surprising amount of bass. They go pretty loud too, more than enough for listening to music, editing videos, or watching stuff. And finally, while it's a minor thing, being able to control brightness and volume directly from the keyboard is so freaking convenient. Especially since you're probably doing that 100 times a day. Now for the spicy topic, pricing. Yes, it's expensive. That $400 stand upgrade? Pretty wild. But here's the thing, after 2 years of daily use, I can truly and honestly say it's worth every penny if you're deep in the Apple ecosystem. Nothing else can match the combination of design, quality, ease of use, and built-in features.